Have you ever considered that the servers you use daily might be secretly controlled by a giant tech firm? This may sound like a question straight out of a science fiction novel, but it's closer to reality than you might think. Every day, we interact with technology in myriad ways, from scrolling through social media, to checking emails, to streaming our favorite shows. Underpinning all these activities are servers, the unsung heroes of our digital lives. These mighty machines power the internet, storing, processing, and delivering the data we consume so voraciously. But what happens when these gatekeepers of information fall under the control of a single entity? In this case, IBM, one of the world's largest tech companies. The implications are vast, the controversy profound. So, buckle up and get ready to delve into the digital underworld. In the next few moments, we will unravel the intriguing story of how IBM secretly hijacked the world's servers. IBM, a household name, has been at the forefront of technological innovation for over a century. Founded in the early 20th century, it grew from humble beginnings to become a titan of the tech industry. IBM's contributions span a broad spectrum, from the creation of the first commercial computer, the IBM 701, to breakthroughs in artificial intelligence with IBM Watson. IBM's reputation in the tech world is nothing short of stellar. Known for its innovation, resilience, and dedication to progress, the company has maintained a strong standing and continues to influence the direction of technological advancement. It's the very emblem of technological prowess and a beacon of innovation, setting the pace for others to follow. Over the years, IBM has built a legacy that few can rival, solidifying its place in the annals of tech history. Now that we have a better understanding of IBM's pedigree, let's delve into the controversy that shocked the world. The whispers of IBM's secret control over servers began as a faint murmur in the tech world. It started with a few tech enthusiasts, the kind who spend their weekends combing through lines of code and delving into the mysteries of the digital realm. They noticed something unusual, a pattern that began to emerge in the architecture of servers across the globe. A sophisticated piece of coding that, to the untrained eye, would seem innocuous. But to these digital detectives, it was like a signature, a watermark left behind by its creator. It was a signature that bore an uncanny resemblance to IBM's coding style. Meanwhile, a handful of industry insiders had begun to murmur about certain acquisitions made by IBM. These weren't your typical business acquisitions. No, these were strategic purchases of smaller tech companies that specialized in server technology. The kind of companies that, when pieced together, would give a tech giant like IBM unprecedented control over the world's server infrastructure. The tech world started to connect the dots. The signature in the code, the strategic acquisitions, they all pointed to one thing: IBM. But why? Why would a company with a reputation for innovation and integrity be involved in such clandestine activities? Well, the speculations were varied and plentiful. Some suggested it was a power grab, an attempt by IBM to monopolize the server market. Others thought it was a strategic move to gain an edge over competitors, a chance to control the very foundation upon which the digital world was built. A few even speculated that IBM was working on a secret project, something so groundbreaking it required them to have a stronghold over the world's servers. But these were just theories, whispers in the wind. There was no concrete evidence, no smoking gun that could definitively link IBM to these activities. The tech world needed more than just speculation. They needed proof. As the murmur grew louder, it was time for the truth to come out. The veil was finally lifted, revealing IBM's secret control over the world's servers. It was the plot twist that no one saw coming, and it left the world in a state of shock and awe. The revelation was like a scene from a high-stakes espionage thriller. IBM, one of the world's leading tech companies, had silently infiltrated the global server network. But how did they manage to orchestrate such an audacious feat? The evidence pointed to a potent cocktail of technological prowess, strategic cunning, and a dash of audacity. IBM, with its vast resources and decades of experience, had developed a sophisticated algorithm, This algorithm was capable of bypassing the most stringent security measures, allowing IBM to gain covert access to servers around the globe. But it wasn't just about the how, it was also about the why. What were the implications of this secretive control? On the surface, it might seem like an exercise in corporate power flexing, but when you scratch beneath the surface, the implications are far more profound and potentially alarming. Think about it for a moment. Servers are the lifeblood of our digital world. They store and process the information that powers everything from our social media feeds to our online banking. Now imagine if one company had the ability to control, manipulate, or even shut down these servers at will. It's a scenario that could have far-reaching implications for our digital lives and our global economy. Of course, IBM was quick to defend its actions, citing reasons related to improving global server efficiency and ensuring cybersecurity. However, the tech community was not easily placated. The revelation triggered a tsunami of questions and concerns. Was this an abuse of power? How would this impact data privacy? And perhaps most importantly, what would this mean for the future of the digital landscape? The revelation sent shockwaves through the tech world, leading to a flurry of questions and concerns. The story of IBM's secret control over the world's servers was a wake-up call to us all. It served as a stark reminder of the power that tech giants wield and the importance of transparency and accountability in our increasingly digital world. The aftermath of the revelation was a tumultuous period filled with outrage, questions, and a desperate search for answers. It was like a hurricane had swept through the tech community. The shock was palpable. The giants of the tech industry, the small startups, the enthusiasts, and even the casual observers all were caught in the whirlwind. The revelation that IBM had covertly gained control over a significant portion of the world's servers was a bombshell that shook the foundations of trust within the tech community. The public reaction was a mix of incredulity, anger, and concern. Social media platforms were ablaze with discussions, debates, and outright outrage. Many questioned how such a clandestine operation could have gone unnoticed for so long. Concerns were raised about data privacy, security, and the unchecked power of tech giants. Other tech companies too were in a state of alarm. The trust that had been so painstakingly built over the years was now in jeopardy. Many grappled with the question, if IBM could do this, who else could? The incident brought to light an unsettling reality: the potential for the misuse of technology in ways that could have far-reaching consequences. In the face of this crisis, the tech community rallied together. Measures were put in place to regain control over the hijacked servers. Companies began to invest heavily in enhancing their security protocols and infrastructure. There was a collective realization of the need for more stringent oversight and regulation in the tech industry. Governments around the world also stepped up, implementing stricter regulations and penalties for data breaches and unauthorized control over servers. The incident spurred a global conversation about the role and responsibilities of tech companies in today's interconnected world. And amidst all this, IBM found itself under intense scrutiny. The company had to navigate a public relations nightmare, address the concerns of its clients, and rebuild the trust that had been shattered. Despite the chaos, this incident served as a wake-up call for the tech world. It underscored the importance of transparency, accountability, and the need for robust security measures in an increasingly digital world. The incident was a hard lesson learned, but a necessary one in the evolution of the tech industry. This incident, while shocking and unsettling, has taught us important lessons about trust, transparency, and accountability in the tech world. It's a stark reminder that in this age of digital dependence, we need to be more discerning about the tech products we use and the companies we trust. It's clear now, more than ever, that transparency is not just a buzzword, it's a necessity. When corporations like IBM operate in the shadows, it creates a breeding ground for mistrust and skepticism. We need to demand transparency from these tech giants, not just in their products, but in their practices as well. And let's not forget about accountability. In a world where technology is so deeply intertwined with our lives, companies must be held accountable for their actions. This incident has shown us that even the most established and respected tech companies can falter. It's a wake-up call that we need stronger regulations and more stringent oversight to hold these giants accountable. But it's not just about pointing fingers and assigning blame. It's about learning from these incidents and making meaningful changes. The tech world needs to foster a culture of openness and responsibility. It's about creating an environment where innovation thrives, but not at the expense of ethics and integrity. This incident has also underscored the importance of being informed. As consumers, we need to be proactive in understanding the technology we use. We need to question, to research, and to stay informed. Because at the end of the day, it's our data, our privacy, and our trust that's at stake. As technology continues to evolve, it's crucial that we remain vigilant and question the status quo. It's time to take a closer look at the technology we use every day and the companies that provide it. Start your research now and stay informed. Remember, knowledge is power.